Hello everyone, Minute Plus Meditation here, Monday, January the 31st. We're already at the end of the first month of the year. Time seems to just fly by, even though the TikTok never changes, right? But it seems that way sometimes. Okay, so this reading is, we're still at the second book of Samuel. And here, David has to flee because of Absalom. And this individual, Shimei, son of Gera, he's cursing David and his company, but particularly David, blaming him for the death of Saul, as if the death of Saul was David's fault. But anyways, he's cursing him, and Abishai says, basically, why should this dead dog curse my lord the king? Let me go over and lop off his head. But the king said, what have I to do with you, you sons of Zeruiah? If he is cursing me because the Lord has said to him, curse David, who then shall say, why have you done so? David said to Abishai and all his servants, my own son seeks my life. How much more now may this Benjaminite? So, there's many things that we could draw from here. David, aside from Absalom, that whole scenario, like David hasn't exactly been a good father to his children. He's been a great warrior king, but he hasn't been a good father. And that's the most important thing in life, is that's what God is really going to ask you, is what's your being a parent like? Not how much money did you make, how many battles did you win, all important things, but your first thing is your kids, your family, your spouse, your wife, your children. So that's a whole reflection unto itself that we could all benefit from if we reflect and make some resolutions to be a better father, better mother, for myself a better priest, and so on. And then he goes on to say, my own son seeks my life. What about this Benjaminite? So David accepts the fact here that I'm sort of extrapolating from him and my own knowledge of the spiritual life. He is not responsible for the death of Saul. That's Saul's own doing. And in fact, David didn't ask to be king. And David made all of his men almost swear an oath that they would never touch David or Saul, and they never did. But David recognizes if he's not guilty for the death of Saul, he is guilty. So St. Teresa of Avila used to say that, when something bad happens to you and you think, it's not my fault, I'm blameless, why is God doing this to me? Which God doesn't do it to us. So that's wrong, but that's the way we feel. She said, remember all the sins you committed and for which God had mercy on you. And you deserve perhaps to go to hell for them. Whether it's a mortal sin or even a venial sin, you've offended the Creator. Even our venial sins offend the Creator. I would go so far as to say, even character faults that we refuse to deal with can lead to an offense towards the Creator because they upset other people, they make other people mad. Maybe they shouldn't, but they do. So we have an obligation to know what our character faults are and strive to overcome them. So we're trying to be the best for God and for the people around us. Not in a duty-oriented, mechanical kind of way, but for love, right? So it's always important to remember when something happens, it's not my fault. Why am I suffering this way? And we feel like some of it could be pretty bad. Remember all the times God had mercy on you. He had mercy on me. It's because we're all in this together. And for which he showed mercy to us, kindness, generosity, forgiveness. And we can offer these things as reparation, for our past sins. And in reparation, but also in atonement, and unite our prayers to the sacrifice of Jesus for the conversion of others as well. Okay, so to the gospel. Still heading through Mark, we're in chapter 5 now. This is the incident of the Gerasenes. So Jesus gets out of the boat. He expels this demon, legion actually, several demons in this man, and they want to go into a swine. The swine runs off the cliff, and then the swineherds ran off, told it in the city and the country. Then people came to see what it was that had happened. They came to Jesus and saw the demoniac sitting there, clothed. So he's sitting, he's clothed, and he's in his right mind. You see what the devil does is he has us wild, disordered. He's clothed. The devil seeks to, shame the body. It's naked and in public. So the guy was running around naked. And also he's in his right mind. The devil seeks to fracture our mind. So these are all things, associated with the demonic. And Jesus heals all of them. He's sitting, so he's peaceful. He's clothed, to clothe the body. And he's in his right mind. So, and they want Jesus to leave because this guy has been cured of possession, but the cost has been the swine, the pigs. So they've lost income here. And Mother Angelica used to say, they actually told Jesus to go away because of pigs, right? Because of bacon, to put it into modern terminology. They actually told Jesus to go away because of bacon. Can you imagine? Because of pigs. Yes, it did cost them, and that would have hurt. But one of their own countrymen, perhaps one of their relatives or cousins, who knows, somebody close to them had been cured of demonic possession. Like there's always a price for a soul, right? Always a price for it. Nothing is free. I tell people, nothing is free. You get something and it's free. No, it's not. It may be given to you without a price, but somebody's paid for it. Well, Jesus has paid for our sins. Grace is not cheap, Dietrich Bonhoeffer used to say. Grace has cost us something. So today, let us really strive to be truly grateful for all that God has given to us. And if we're praying for people and things happen in our life, upsets and so on, remember there's a price for everything. Just as there was a price for my soul, price for your soul. That's the blood of the Son of God. And so if we try to remember these things and thank Jesus that if our prayers have resulted in helping somebody and we have to settle for little annoyances in our life, Jesus, thank you for this. And I know you'll even help me bear my annoyances so that others can get closer to you. God bless you.